Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to get the ignition coil, another thing known as an armature magneto. Some people refer to that, but it's like cars or something, it would be called ignition coil. And it is an ignition because that's, ignition. Anyway, you see that? That's only $9.26, and I bought that. And it's only $9.26 plus free shipping. See that? That's the US, so it's free shipping. Now, before I go through the video and I show you, if you search for it, you would see like that's the original. That's what it's gonna look like. You see that? But I'll show you what these are, and I'm gonna show you how much them cost and also the location of it, in case you don't know. Now this is the picture right here. This is an old engine, and that's the location of that right there. Sorry, I hit the keyboard. That's the location of that. And your engine, most engines, should be right in the front of it. And you would see this wire coming out. This is for the people who don't know. Now, a bigger picture here. Okay, that's what it looks like. And those are the two hole screws right there. And then you have your wire coming into your spark plugs. Anyway, I am going to switch to this bigger picture a little bit, and this is from Amazon, and that's how much it costs on Amazon, $42.11. okay, and this is for 7 to 16 horsepower. So any cylinders with 7 to 16 horsepower can be used. And also too, you can use this on the V-twin. As long as these two hole fits, it will do it. Okay, because I have put this on a V-twin, and it worked. But as you can see here, they want $42, and you saw how much I got it for. Now for this side here, they want $35, but this is almost the original. Okay, I'm going to show you live picture in a minute of the original, what it looks like. And I'll explain a bit different on that as well. I'll show you the differences on it. I'll show you how when you're installing it, or even when you measurements. Okay, because that's very important. And I'll show you how, before you buy the one I just showed you, you would want to measure it first. Okay. Now, the measurement is really important, and some people, like on eBay, for instance, they'll put a measurement. If they don't, like in this case, they don't. Like for this picture here, you see that? That's the measurement of that. Ask them about the measurement of the screw hole. Most of them, believe it or not, they will fit perfectly on it. I'll explain it in another video. Which I'm going to pause this video and I'll explain that in a minute. So in reality, you would have to make sure that it fits right here. You see it on the engine right here? You have to make sure that it fits there. And then the height of that. So the one that I got, it's actually the same thing, but it's actually condensed even smaller. So it's actually even better. See how it says made with high quality material. It is very durable and safe to use. Well, in this case, it's actually true, and it's only $10, less than $10 with free shipping. So I'm gonna pause this video here, and then we're going to the real ignition coil itself. Okay. Okay. So this is the. Sorry, the lighting's kind of bad, but. This is really early in the morning. It's like, I don't know, 6 o'clock in the morning. I know I'm up This is the original one, the one that came from out of the motor. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And this is the one that I got. That's the one I got. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Oops. That's the one I got. And that's for, like, the one I got for under $10, okay? Now, sorry. Tripod's a little shaky. Now, if you look at it, if you match the hole up, you see how pretty close they are? And then this is the holes that I was talking about. You put the holes together and see how exactly perfect fit. So literally, they are the same. Now, you see the height of this, and you see this new height. You see that? It's actually, you get more room now. So, and then, if you look at this one, let me pan that down a little bit. If you look at that one, you would see there's your ground wire right here. I know it's kind of old because this, and this one here, I put a thing here so we know where that is. That's your ground wire right there. So when you put it together, you see the difference on that? It's the same location of the ground wire as well. The ground wire in case goes here, the ground wires go here. And remember, the ground side is always faced down towards the engine. That's all you have to remember, okay? And sometimes on it too, see how it says right here? I don't know if you can read. It says right here, cylinder side. Okay? That's the cylinder. And then for this one here, it says cylinder side. This one up here, it says this side out. Okay? I know you can't read it, but that's what this says right there. And if you are unsure, when you're online and you're unsure, what you do is you take a ruler and you measure it from this hole to this center hole to this center hole here. That is 2.5. You ask the seller, they'll be able to measure it for you. Or you ask them in millimeter and you put center to center. That's 65 millimeter center to center. See that? So when you measure it, whoops, sorry, my canvas here just fell down. So you ask the seller to see if they're able to give you the measurement. So before you buy, you do that. Now, you see how long this is? How long this wire is? You can actually refurbish this to be shorter if you want. You don't have to, but if you want, you can. Okay, and this is how I do it. This is actually an older one that I have from, this is the replacement one. And what I did was, I took this apart and I cut that, and then there's a little wire inside here, a little thin wire. What you do is you wrap it around. I'm going to make another video how to do this. Wrap it around and then crimp it back up again, and you're good again. So let's say if I want it this long, I like mine to be short. You see how long this is? So I like mine to be short. So I'm gonna, the next video, I'm gonna show people how to actually redo this. So I'm gonna cut it and then I'm gonna recrimp it. So on the next video I'll show you how, but this video is for finding cheaper ignition coil for your lawnmowers and tractors and blah blah blah. Also like the old snowblower, not the old, even the new one, the 8 to 16. So it's 7 to 16. Most 7 to 16, believe it or not, they're pretty much of the same holes. Some of them have actually only one. I've seen that with the one-sided one too. So make sure this is for 2. Make sure that you have the one that actually, like in this video here, for 2. But it will fit from 7 to 16 horsepower. And then if you have the V-twin, like I said, My dad actually have another mower, and it has a V-twin engine on it. You can actually buy these the same way, and this will fit too. And you see how long the wire is? That actually helps a lot. It actually goes into the right, curve the right place and everything. Always make sure to buy the longer one, and then cut to where you want. It's really easy, and it's really easy to recrimp this. Like I said, I'll show you how to do it next week, because I don't want to make this video too long, you know. But for recrimping, it's really easy. I'll show you really quick, and then you don't have to see the video if you don't want to. Just take a plier, unloose these two crimp out, cut where you want, and leave about, I would say, half an inch of that wire, and curve onto itself, and then curve it to here. So literally the wire is right underneath here. It's right there. And put that there, and then recrimp it. If you look at it really close, I don't know if the camera would pick up. If you look that really close, you would see a curve downward, and that's what the electricity is there. So that's about it on this video, because like I said, I show you the prices, and it's pretty cheap. It's $9 something plus free shipping, versus like I said, Amazon want $40 something for this, and then another site want $35 for this. But like I said, and oh, I forgot, I don't know if I did mention that. You see the height, the thickness on that? This is actually better, because you see how thick that is? When it hit the engine, when it's close to the engine, it actually affects this too. And that's why they pour resin in here. You see that resin? It's to protect it from damaging. And look at this. They pour resin in here too. Not like they're going cheap or anything. So you can see right there that this will be better, because you see the distance on that? It actually like almost half an inch less than that. You see that? So this would actually less heat than that one, than this one here. So this was actually a lot better than that, than this one right here. So in reality, this would work a lot better, more efficient, because the heat won't destroy the coil inside, because heat will affect the electrical charge. Oh, I forgot too. How does this work? It's really simple. There's coil in here, and if you study that in school, you put a coil around the nail. If you move the nail enough, you can actually energize this. So what they use is the flywheel. As the flywheel spins around, they put a magnet there. And if you rub a magnet onto here, it'll create the electricity in here. Simple as that. That's the best way I can explain. As you learn in school, when you rub, I don't know if you did in science, you guys did in science or not, but when you do, you rub a magnet onto a metal like this right here, and surround it with a coil, and it would energize this right here. And this will be your negative right here, because that's producing from there, and it produced a positive out through here. So coil just go around and round and round and round in here onto here, and positive and negative would be going through here. And that's why they have two of these right here. So as your flywheel flying around and round and round, the magnet hits that. And that's why they put a little magnet. If you notice, there's a magnet right there. The magnet will hit it, and it will charge this thing. So literally the magnet is charging this thing. As simple as I can explain it, or how I understand it. So literally, it's nothing. It's like crap, like nothing. This doesn't do really anything. They just give you the energy to make to the spark plug. That's about it. So that's the quickest way I can explain how, and show you how to get these things for cheap. But anyway, sorry, camera's kind of out a little bit. But anyway, as you can see, yeah, I got them for pretty cheap. And I hope you find this useful. And that way you don't have to spend a lot of money on your ignition coil anymore, because you can get it for cheap. Okay, see you in the next video.